Hey guys, it's Dude49, and Battlefield 1 is around the corner, and that means we got some things to talk about for what's involved for Battlefield 1, and things I'd like to have a discussion with you guys about. So we're gonna get this whole rock, paper, scissors aspect to the game that involves air, land, and sea warfare. And here's a quote from Gustafsson, I hope I said his name right, but he says that one player controlled the Dreadnought and was leveling entire levels. A battleship can demolish entire shorelines. I really hope players will appreciate it. Now that's pretty much saying destruction is really huge in the game now, but I'd love to see it held to a point where it's not too much destruction. We need to have some cover, vehicles still need to have that cover when it gets out of hand, and players especially need to have that cover. Otherwise, we're just gonna have a trench warfare continuously. And although it is a World War I type of game, having a purely trench warfare isn't gonna be too exciting, but it seems like we're gonna have a great game in the fact that DICE is tackling it in different ways, making sure that there's not too much destruction, but at a good level, so we still get massive destruction and still are able to have nice cover so that we're not out in the open in a plain open field that's not too fun to play. What we also know is that locations for the multiplayer and single player campaign will cross paths, so essentially we are going to see battles in the hills of Italy, or even in the deserts of Arabia, or even in massive western fronts in the trench warfares. For the single player, we're going to focus on multiple characters and their storyline throughout World War I, but we're also going to see in the multiplayer 64 gameplay, and it's going to focus on new and old game modes. So we are going to see Conquest and Rush, and hopefully we're going to see some exciting new game modes that are going to be iconic and a core element to future Battlefield. And I don't think we have to really worry about vehicles, because it's pretty obvious we're going to have some nice air warfare and obviously a Dreadnought, but as for the ground vehicles, there's going to be a light tank, heavy tank, armored tanks, and some of the all-terrain vehicles, and even an entire squad can fit in the biggest tanks. And yes, you can ride horses, but it's also said that you can play as this character. Now, can we use the swords as we're riding the horse? Can we actually use it in the multiplayer? Can we have some weapons on the horse in the multiplayer? Not too much is said about that yet, but hopefully DICE is going to unveil that stuff to us as time goes by. Now, something else we know is that there's going to be multiple seated air vehicles, and that is wicked, because having that ability means these players can be shooting from the front or the rear of the plane, and you can have some nice dogfights, or even be creative in the sense that you could throw some C4 out of the plane and blow up some guys on the ground, but in this case it would probably be TNT. Now this is only skimming the top, and there's obviously a lot more to come out, and honestly I am super excited for Battlefield 1 and all the things that are going to be coming out that DICE is going to unveil to us, and EA Play is literally around the corner, so I'd love to see more from what they have to offer for Battlefield 1, because I honestly feel like they have some tricks under their sleeves right now that they're going to reveal to us. But there is something I want to talk to you guys about, and it's something that EA's CEO Andrew Wilson said in one of his investor calls last week. And he said, in Battlefield 1, you will see both macro monetization like maps and large-scale content, as well as micro monetization opportunities. He also went on to say, these will be smaller increments of gameplay. Over time, what you'll see from us is elements of gameplay that allow gamers to engage and expand their experience much the way people do with FIFA Ultimate Team today. But he also went on to say, we never want to be in a place where there's a belief that we are providing a pay-to-win mechanic inside one of our games. When we think about extra monetization inside an experience, we really think about it in two vectors. One, are we able to provide value to the gamer in terms of extended or enhancing their experience? And two, are we able to do that in a world where we give them choice? Now, I'd love to know what you guys think about this, so please leave a comment down below so I can read it and know what you guys think about it and what the future of Battlefield holds for us. But from what I understand, the macro transaction is probably referring to map packs that we can buy, kind of like we've seen in previous Battlefields, which is pretty normal. You kind of have to expect that's going to happen. But I am curious what he means by large-scale content, what it's referring to. Does EA have something new in plan for the game, or is it going to be something like we've seen in previous Battlefields, like premium? And from the microtransaction, it's obviously not going to be a pay-to-win aspect, so it's probably just going to be cosmetic things, maybe for your player, your guns, or even your vehicles, which is pretty cool. I'd love to see that brought back into Battlefield, because we've seen it in previous Battlefields as well. And if it does follow in the path of previous Battlefields, it's probably going to be Battle Pack. And obviously you can get these Battle Packs by leveling up, or you can go to the EA store and buy yourself a couple of Battle Packs. But I'd love to know what you guys think, and I think one of the biggest things that they'd have to tackle if this becomes big is that if you reach max rank, because every rank in Battlefield 4 you would get a battle pack, but if you reach max rank in Battlefield 1, you should still be able to unlock future battle packs as you play the game. So assuming there should be a threshold to how much XP you need to get a battle pack. So even if you hit max rank, you can still get more battle packs. I'd like to know what you guys think about this idea, and I want to know what you guys think about what he had to say. But most of all, I really do not want to open a battle pack and get nothing but XP bonuses that really annoy the heck out of me. I think it should just be, we have the double XP events that they have, or 4 XP events that Battlefield has, and it should just be that. You don't need to have XP bonuses to rank yourself up. I don't think that makes the game enhanced in any way, and honestly, it gets really annoying when you're getting closer and closer to max rank, and you're just getting XP bonuses when you really just want other attachments to your weapons. But I'd love to know what you guys think, so please leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. Click that subscribe button if you enjoyed this content and want to see more, and check out some videos on screen, and let me know if you guys want to see more Battlefield 1 content, because I've got some other news to come out regarding consoles and things that are important to know about Battlefield 1.